Now, Attorney General and Minister for Justice Govt says government will ensure customers of defunct Men's Gold get justice. The Attorney General's office only last week filed fresh criminal charges against owner of the company, Nanapia Mensah, and 2 other persons. Speaking at the 40th Cambridge International Symposium on Economic Crime, the Attorney General assured that his office has conducted a thorough investigation into the matter and is hopeful of the prosecution will be successful.
Indeed, last year, I spoke at this symposium about a phenomenon that had afflicted the financial sector of Ghana between 2018 and 2020. That is the emergence of many unlicensed financial entities operating illegally. The leaders of such entities often lived a lavish lifestyle on the proceeds of their illicit activities. I indicated that prominent among such entities was an amorphous organization operating a microfinance institution under the guise of, and guess what, gold trading, legally using the name of a bank. It called itself Men's Bank and metamorphosed into a number of names before eventually taking up the name Men's Gold. It dealt in the purchase and deposit of gold collectibles from the public and issued contracts with guaranteed returns to clients without a license from the relevant authorities. The modus operandi of that company highlighted some of the major causes for the success of such process. And these are ignorance, vulnerability, and greed of the victims. The vulnerability and ignorance of thousands of otherwise hardworking Ghanaians was the oxygen for the operations of the company, as we often witness in the case of many Ponzi schemes around the world. People paid their life savings to the suspects in the case, resulting in losses worth millions of dollars, and in some cases, loss of lives. The misery and distress caused to many homes nearly unleashed a social crisis as riots and demonstrations broke out in the streets of Accra and other parts of the country. In reality, people lost their homes and some marriages even broke up as a result of the Men's Gold phenomenon. I am happy to state that after painstaking investigations, criminal prosecutions has commenced against the perpetrators. And at least by the grace of God, justice will be served to victims of those dastardly acts.
Meanwhile, the Attorney General says the government will continue to go after people who engage in economic crimes and insider trading, citing the case of the former PPA boss, Ejene Boateng, who was implicated in alleged contract for sale.
Financial Management Act 2016 at 921 enshrines a body of laws to regulate the financial management of the public sector within the macroeconomic and fiscal framework and defines the responsibilities of persons entrusted with the management and control of public funds, as well as the accounting and audit of public funds. Indeed, the question to ask is, have this set of laws been foolproof for wrongdoing? And the answer, in my view, is a resounding no. Indeed, it is the case that wrongdoers will always find a way. They will constantly devise artful means of evading the long arm of the law. In spite of these protective measures, corrupt activities occur at every stage in the procurement process. This unquestionably have a significant negative effect on the economy and harm the development of the society. Insider trading is just one of many unethical behaviors. Some officials responsible for procurement activities in various public institutions abuse their trust by engaging in what is popularly known as behind-the-scenes business with contractors and suppliers. The unique position they occupy then gives them access to insider information which they unethically convey to contractors or suppliers to hand an unfair advantage to them over their competitors in a bidding process. The detection of false or inconsistent claims by contractors is often hampered by the illicit protection extended by public procurement officers who have the mandate to detect and revise them. The most chilling and perhaps shocking case of insider dealing was witnessed when a former head of the procurement authority was implicated in what was notoriously described as the contract for sale phenomenon. As the head of the public procurement authority, he was alleged to have established a company in which he held majority shares and which also actively bid for government contracts. This company was alleged to usually win the contract and which were subsequently sold to other contractors at a higher price.